themselves or declare independence from, are they just going to declare independence from Congo? So there are some propaganda that are being pushed right now that they have no plan. They are, what is the purpose of taking Goma? If your plan is not known. And I think that's what makes it more incredible, by the way. If their plan is unknown, there's a chance that there will be more surprises under their sleeves, right? I mean, there is a chance for that. Because they did not. Initially, what I heard before was that they were advancing to Kinshasa. Or others are pushing the propaganda that no, they are not. They're saying that they don't even have the sort of the resources to do that. But what people don't understand about this kind of warfare is that these guys may take over Kinshasa without shooting a single gun, a single bullet. The moment that it becomes obvious that the center can no longer hold, and the politicians can no longer, the center can no longer be protected or defended per se. For example, if the message comes and says, we are coming to Kinshasa, and rather than the soldiers, the Congolese soldiers, to mount a counterattack or place themselves to defend the capital, and you realize that the soldiers started surrendering, like they started dropping their guns, the war is over. The politicians can't stay, they will run away. So whatever the politicians in Kinshasa are doing or saying right now, they are saying them because they are relying on the soldiers to defend them, to protect them. I have seen this play out a few times. All right. If they say we are coming to the capital, we have seen it happen in Afghanistan. We have seen it happen in Syria, though they are of different scenario. Don't get me wrong. Go. So you get the Islamists and their sponsor when it comes to Afghanistan, when it comes to Syria. When you look at the way the whole place fell, those who were supposed to defend these supposed capitals, the Kabul, or what is the capital of Syria again? Rather than defend the city, defend this player, what did they do? They surrendered. And the rebels, they just walk in. They just drove in. Nobody to fight them, nobody to defend anything. So, and the supposed civilians or the supposed Damascus, God bless you, that's Damascus, the capital of Syria. So, do you understand what I'm trying to say here, right? I don't know what the scenario is going to be like. I'm just saying that whatever Shekedi is saying, as the president of Congo right now, he has lost a part of the country. So if this rebel, as they call them, if their plan is to actually like overthrow the government and take over the country, so they will first have to send a message and say, we are coming to Kinshasa. And along the line, along the way, those who are supposed to push them back, if they begin to drop their guns and join them, it's over. That's how they are going to drive straight to this country's capital and take over. And politicians, they will run away. All this mouth, all this they will run away. They are only making all this mouth because they expect the soldiers to defend them, to defend the capital. Just like Assad expected the Syrian army, Syria Free Army or something to defend Damascus. When the time was close by, he ran away. Similarly in Afghanistan, when this, these Islamists were approaching, the soldiers started dropping their guns. They started kind of like surrendering. And that's it. They didn't even shoot any gun until they took over the country's capital. I have seen that happen. But right now, nobody knows what is the plan of the M23 after the takeover. After taking over Goma. I believe there is probably some other surprises. And guess what? They are also winning the propaganda war right now across Africa. This is 21st century of the day of internet, the day of social media, where people are beginning to understand the game better than the usual old propaganda and lies, the Western media propaganda. They no longer work on this generation of Africans. Right now, they are winning souls. They are now having supporters from across Africa. People are now beginning to see that they are actually freedom fighters. They are not rebels. They are not terrorists. And that is working for them. I'm just saying, if you have been following it, except if you are not, if you have been following it, you will get what I'm trying to say here. So these guys were supposed to be monsters. They have been blamed for so many things. But right now that they all have access to the social media, and we can see exactly what is going on and when it is, how everything is happening. So now they have supporters like what we have in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Niger. Africans all over the place are beginning to see beyond the Western media narratives about Africa. Now you see this guy, Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. He has fans all over Africa right now. You see these guys. Before, people were always like frowning at coup d'etat, coup plotters. Now that they know better and they see why or the reason behind their revolution, they are now getting supporters from across Africa. And the old order, where they are preaching democracy, people have seen through the charade, they have seen through the lies, they have seen the corruption in this fake democracy. So right now, people that are supposed to be seen as rebels, they are actually being seen as revolutionaries. I have seen the reactions of people across board. So these guys are becoming more or less like the M23, right? Which I have figured that they said they were started by the Museveni of Uganda, and the same M23 style was adopted by Paul Kagame of Rwanda. Now, if you have read the atrocities of M23 in the past, right, you kind of will expect them that they are monsters. They are this, they are rapists, they are, But these days, people are now seeing them as freedom fighters. After reading all that transpired in Congo. So rather than see them as enemy of the people, they are being kind of seen as revolutionaries. This is the failure of the Western democracy in Africa, as those who are supposed to uphold the ethics and the principle of a democracy in Africa have become the most corrupt set of people who seem to hate their people. So right now, any group of people that decide to face these rogues, they are not facing condemnation. They're actually being praised as heroes. So there will be more surprises in the coming days. Like I said, it's inconclusive. It is either they will have to declare their independence from Congo, or they are pushing the fight to the center and chase the criminal politicians away. Time shall tell, right? And let's go back here to Nigeria. Here, last night as well, Max Air in Kano crash landed in what was believed to be the malfunctioning or malfunctional landing gear. There's no casualty, right? Well, it was a bit of a scary one. But at the end of the day, the passengers disembarked or deplaned safely for the scene.
Just fire, don't worry. Just
Again, there were no casualties, and the cause of the crash is not readily known, but people believe it was caused by a malfunctioning landing gear. But there is a reason why I decided to pick on that news. Max here. Do you know the owner of the Max here? The owner of Max here in Nigeria was a notorious smuggler. A smuggling kingpin. The guy was so, his name is Dahiru Manga. During the time of Yaradua, they said this guy was so kind of like, I don't know if I should use so good in the business of smuggling, cross-country transborder smuggling, right? That Yaradua had to call him. You understand? This Dahiru Manga. Yaradua had to call him and pleaded with him to stop smuggling. That he was willing to give him license, right? A license to operate in any sector of his choosing, whatever he wanted to do, apart from being a smuggler. In fact, there is a book, right, written by Tom Burgess on this particular issue. One day I'm going to read that. I'm going to read it for us here. All right. Nigeria, the land of criminals, a land where criminals are mostly rewarded, and anybody who tries to do anything right is so punished. I have it here. I have this. One day I'm going to read this story. It's called The Looting Machine. All right. So the guy was given the license eventually, and to make him legit, he became the owner of airline Max here. My time is fast spent, so let's go to something else quickly. In Delta, I have here Bright Edafe, as usual, displaying his unique interrogation technique. And this time around, it is of an old man that defiled a younger girl on camera. Watch.
I am SP Edafe Bright, and this is Delta State Police Command. We are presently at Ekpan Police Station in Ovie, local government area of Delta State. And with me, we have, what is your name?
Godwin Okon.
How old are you?
41.
He is a 41-year-old man who lured a 16-year-old girl into his room or wherever he will tell us, and had carnal knowledge of this little girl. He will tell us how he went about it and what he hoped to enjoy from sleeping with such a small girl, even if it's against her will. Which day this happen?
On the 3rd.
Of this January?
Yes.
Okay. The little girl, who the girl be to you?
Now my close neighbor picking.
Your close neighbor picking. So where you for doing this thing?
For the place.
For where?
Their place.
Their own house. You went. What do you go to for the house?
Our mom leave them for me. Say make I look them. I'll tell our mom say I don't feel look them.
Okay, the mom left them for you to look after them. That's one. You have had him. He said the children were left for him to take care of while the mom was away. I hope parents are listening. So what could happen?
Because she never told me once before, say make I look at children. So that day I would talk. I tell her I no fit.
Okay.
So I want to go sleep. He begin beg. He say God when I beg. I say I no fit because I know I be look.
Oh yeah, what could happen now? You know why would it happen?
Yes. So the girl can go house. Her mom can go. She can collect key. Can go the house. So I can go meet her and say, okay, arrange where her mom say make you arrange. And she said, but as I can't come because I
don't need the junior brothers.
Okay.
You know what you do.
Okay, so when she get inside, she fall the curtain of the window. So I push her to the bed and I slept with her.
You push her to the bed?
Yeah.
I made love to her?
Yeah.
Okay, so how come they can't know say you do the girl something?
Now when me I not even know because the house when somebody got tap my door to look for neighbor, I say I not be neighbor. So as I just open the door, the guy just slap me. And I say, bros, wait with the quarrel. If I know they take me to community.
Okay, who do the best way in slap you? Who in be? Who in
Be like now the woman where they get to the lane walk.
So how you think say that they know say you do something to the girl?
Maybe the girl tell them.
So if the girl consented to it, she go tell them.
No.
Okay, so when you finish, you felt like you are a man.
No. I feel very ashamed.
That a 41-year-old man who was given some children to take care of decided to take advantage of a 16-year-old girl.
I feel very ashamed.
How old are you?
41.
How many children you get?
No.
You never born. You get wife?
No. Only have a girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend. Okay. Hope the girl is very proud of you now.
No.
Are your parents still alive?
Already left.
Your parents, are they still alive?
Only my mom is alive.
Your mom is alive. You are from where?
I'm from Calabar.
Calabar. Where in Calabar?
Akwa Ibom.
Okay, you said this.
You are from Calabar, Akwa Ibom. They have Akwa Ibom in Calabar. Uyo, you are from Uyo, Akwa Ibom. You don't even know where you come from again. Okay, well, the take home here is that children were left for this man who happens to be their neighbor to take care of. He entered the house of the people who were supposed to take care of and had unlawful carnal knowledge of a 16-year-old child who was left under his care. It's unfortunate, but I keep saying we as a people we must wake up and start doing the right thing. Thank you.
Bright. Bright. So yeah, rape is a very, very, very bad thing. And consent is very crucial, right? I'm glad that he's caught and hopefully they can prosecute him. Because in Nigeria, it is so hard to prosecute a rapist. I don't want to go into details, right? But yeah, I've seen instances whereby even though you had the police arrest, but at the end of the day, they will bungle the entire case. And yeah, the younger woman won't really get justice. Okay. Yesterday, we touched on the Ganusi controversy, all right? So while I was going to bed last night, I received a clip where one of, I don't know if this guy is a comedian, right? But it's quite funny, okay? So I was really cracked, right? When I saw a video that illustrated the Ganusi. I didn't know it has crossed to the other side where the traditionalists have been involved. So according to this guy, right, there is Odu, Ifa, that came up, and they call it Ogbe Ganusi. Please watch.
Ifa K1 the ultimate in Ijebu. Ogbe Ganu. Ifá ní aganu wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ àwọn wọn ló di Ẹ̀gbá. Òjì kòtòkòtò Ganu òṣìkálẹ̀ àwọ̀ òde Ìjẹ̀ṣà. Òdílé ẹlẹ́bà túyẹ̀rì ètè àwọ̀ wọn ló de Ìjẹ̀bú Mùrè. Nífà fún àwọn alátẹnujẹ lọ́jọ́ tán lọ rèé sì kú límọ́tù ṣàdúrà lóde Ìjẹ̀bú. Ẹbọ wọn pé kán rú ẹbọ wọn pé kán ṣe. Wọ́n pawó lékè, wọ́n pèsè ọ̀daràn lólè, wọ́n wojú ọ̀run yànyànyàn bí ẹni ò ní kú mọ́. Wọ́n ní irọ́ lásán lawó ń pa. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ kàṣà ìní Ganu òṣì nílẹ̀ yìí o, ẹ mọ̀mọ̀ Ganu kábùkù. Ifá ní káwọn àfáà yìí kan yé lọ bí òkú olókùtàn bá pè wọ́n sí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ifá wí.
Ogbe Ganu. So according to him, right, the Ifa diviner said it is for the Afars in Nigeria that they should stop going to burials or occasions that they were not invited for their own sake, or else they will be disgraced as they were disgraced at one's mom's burial. On that note, we'll call it a night. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me again. I'm sorry that we won't take us this evening, okay, but maybe we can tomorrow. And then tomorrow is my birthday as well, right? So anyway, if you joined us late and you probably missed part of the broadcast, kindly watch it from the start, okay? But if you have been with us all night, remember, before you go, if you haven't done that already, like the broadcast, like it, share it, all right? I will see you later. And good night from here. Good night.